All right, I'm Adrian, and I'm excited to present LlamaIndex coded agents for you. What we have prepared here is our UiPath Python SDK, which basically streamlines building and deploying LlamaIndex agents to your UiPath cloud platform. It is open source, like what you've seen with the LangChain LangGraph SDK, and is generally available now, starting this week. It's meant to be used by agent developers who then can rely on UiPath cloud services within their IDEs, which makes it a very powerful value proposition, but also using our runtimes, reliable governance, and monitoring post-publishing. Now, I've left here some example use cases for you guys to dig into, just to maybe spark some creativity. I won't go through them now, but the presentation will be shared afterwards. What I will go through as a hands-on demo will be taking in a multimodal book writer agent that generates polish long-form content along with the images. And basically, it's then deploying all of that as a output in Orchestrator. Before digging into that, I'm just going to give you a quick glimpse of the SDK. Like I've mentioned, it's public, it's open source. You can find it in the link I've shared as well. Here, the team has added a fairly comprehensive README, but if that doesn't help, we also have documentation with a quick start guide with how you can also add our LLM gateway and the available models with how you can add context grounding, how you can add our own action center with human in the loop as well, along with sample agents that can easily get you going, including the action center I just mentioned, image generator, multi-agent. We have a quick starter agent and a RAG example as well. I'll be showing you today the multimodal book writer agent. And without further ado, let me jump into an IDE, loan the repo. Create a new folder, say demo day. It will very easily create a repo. Here I have the SDK. I also have the samples. And for the multimodal agent, just gonna open the terminal. Now, what I also have to do is to make sure this runs correctly is spin up an isolated Python environment as well. So I'll do that with some quick links. What I'm also using here is a UV. UV is a drop-in replacement for pip. It's fairly powerful and basically installs everything that is needed for the agent. One sec. Let me first do the source. All right. After that, what I'm going to do is a UV sync. UV sync basically would now take in all of the dependencies that are mentioned on the agent and make sure they're all available, but adding in the UiPath packages as well. And it can have everything ready in a few seconds, like what you just saw. Now, after that is done, I'm ready to move on to the next stage, which would be using UiPath Auth. UiPath Auth would then authenticate me into the agent. What you see here is an environment example. The environment was not yet created. And in the environment example was what this agent requires is just open API key. Now, once I do the authentication, you will see that because I'm already logged into Orchestrator, but don't have an agent published in this particular agent published in my tenant packages agents feed, it already did that authentication for me. So it took the URL, the UiPath URL, it took the tenant ID, the org ID, and my personal access token. Now, in order to run it locally, I would still need to take in the open API key, add it to my environment, and be able to run it locally once I pack it as well with UiPath pack. What UiPath pack does is it creates the UiPath NuGet package that can also get deployed. I could also run it here with UiPath run and provide the starting point, the options, and the input. In our particular case, the input is the topic that the book should be written about and the number of chapters. But I think it's even more exciting to actually publish this. So I'll do that now. UiPath publish. Now asks me where. I could choose here in a tenant process feed or in a personal feed. We'll go with the tenant process feed. And it was published successfully. We'll be able to see it here 3 seconds ago. And it's ready to be added to a folder. I'll go to my shared folder, add the process. Here, what I would need to do, because it already has the UiPath context, I don't need these, but I do need to add an open API key for it to run. So this is the environment configuration. It doesn't grab the values. I will just set in a placeholder for now. Then I would also need to specify a topic, say coded agents in UiPath, and say 5 chapters. After I create it,
can you
it's
increase
already
the font size? I mean,
oh,
it's
sure.
too small. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks as well. It's already created and ready to be ran. It's taking, you can, once you start the job, you can either add in a new topic or it can inherit from the process, but I already did that because writing a book takes a bit of time. In our case, it took about 5 minutes and 31 seconds. We did add a topic of UiPath administration best practices, and it wrote 5 chapters here. What I also want to show you is as output, we have added job attachments as well, short while ago. And here, everything that it generated, whether it's a summary as a TXT or the actual content of the chapter in the PDF or the illustration that runs with it, it is available for you to download and use. And who knows, maybe this could turn into a good read anytime soon.